What's up, guys? Luke here. For this video, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of clips of some epic fails and just kind of walk you guys through what these attackers did wrong. Some attackers are our clanmates, as well as some defenses that people have posted. I went ahead and just asked for guys to post epic fails, and I saw a couple good ones, so I went ahead and selected a couple good ones to post, and go ahead and posting those. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys first a defense that I did with one of my troops, and he used quite a few troops, and he get hardly any resources, and I ended up gaining trophies even with my town hall outside. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that one first. Alright, so as you can see, he immediately starts dropping archers over here and some barbs to kind of knock out these defenses that are these buildings that are outside of my defenses. And the way I have my base designed up is that I don't necessarily worry about people getting 2 stars on me. I'm really worried about protecting my loot. So as you can see, there's a lot of buildings outside of my defensive range, and my town hall's outside as well. So that kind of lets people get 2 stars on me if they're trophy pushing. I let them keep going, and I like to always keep troops in my clan castle. So when I'm about to get off for a while, and I know I'm going to be off, I do request for defensive troops. And I was lucky enough to get a dragon this time around. And so they kill off my king pretty quickly. But what they do is they start doing a town hall snipe over here, but he's already drawn my clan castle troops. So the clan castle troops are able to come over, and he goes ahead and tries to kill the clan castle troops by drawing them over to the town hall, which I guess what he was attempting to do here. But it did a pretty bad job of it, because what he does is he drops his archers here. Doesn't drop near enough archers, because some of those archers, they retarget on him there, but they're all clumped together, and the dragon does splash damage. So it's able to just knock out the clan castle troops really easily. He doesn't even finish them off, and he goes ahead and starts using his giants and wall breakers to try to get into the base. Drops the king, hits the ability way too early. You need to wait on that ability, guys, because there is a regenerative property to the ability. So he goes ahead and uses his giants. They go ahead and work their way in. But the thing is that because he doesn't have any more wall breakers, they're going to go back all the way around, run through that bomb, and try to go back for that cannon, which wastes a lot of time. It gets them under the range of that mortar and that archer tower, and they're able to wait until that spell dissipates. And now there's pretty much just nothing they can do. They're just sitting right underneath that mortar, just shelling them. And the dragon, it gives them time for the dragon to come back and start spraying him down with its splash damage. So it's going to knock him out pretty good. Starting to get under that wizard tower again. He throws a heal spell down, but the damage is done. Alright, so now he goes ahead and drops goblins, and they just rush into that wall right into the mortar shell. And the mortar shell gets them all pretty much down to nothing, and then a couple zaps from that wizard tower, and boom, they are done with the splash damage. So really bad combo there. Not enough wall breakers, not spread out right. Troops just not working out well for him. Those goblins, or those barbarians, are trying to come in, but he just has no luck at all in this raid whatsoever. So that's the most important thing, guys, is that, at the one point when he was, he was focused in over here on these guys, and then he focused over here, at the town hall, and then he went back over here and focused over here. So you could tell he was really zoomed in close. When I'm raiding, I like to zoom my screen out all the way so I can see the whole entire screen, everything that's going on, and that way I can, when I'm raiding, I can focus on one side or the other and just kind of see everything that's going on at the same time. Because if you're just, you got tunnel vision, you're looking at one area of the screen, it's not good. So I'm going to keep posting a couple more clips real quick in a quick succession so you guys can see a couple fails, and then I'll kind of tie up a couple of tips and tricks to learn from all those kind of, boiled down together at the end of the video. So hang on, I'll get you another clip in just 1 second. Okay, so here we have a raid by Hale from No Clue Crew against Joe of Killer Nova. Now, this right here, he's got roughly 20 archers, 8 dragons, and he goes ahead and drops some of his archers down here to snipe that down hall, which I would have done, but he also dropped some archers up on the top here, and you didn't see him. That just happened really briefly at the end, and he spreads his archers out at the bottom here. I would have liked to clump them all because there's no splash at the bottom, just right next to the town hall where he places his original archers, so he can get the town hall snipe pretty easily and then move on to the next base. And if he did want to get that gold, he could have spread his dragons, in a line right behind this lone barracks on the left side and the lone barracks on the right side, and that would have gotten the gold pretty easily. But what he ends up doing, which he's not dropping his archers in an effective enough pattern to get the town hall snipe, so he has to drop a dragon to snipe that town hall. He drops another dragon down here, and then he goes ahead and looks at the storages that are not upgraded and drops dragons on those storages, which I think is kind of silly. He ends up using 4 dragons, and they get chewed up pretty quickly by this Expo and air defense right here. He does trigger the air bomb, which is kind of a shame because that ends up being wasted on nothing. But if you see right here, he's only getting a little bit of loot from that storage, and these dragons are going to be eaten up pretty quickly by those Expos and air defense. He drops a dragon at the top, and that's also going to get eaten up by those archer towers, Expo, that type of thing. And, you know, this is just not very good strategy. He's wasting a ton of elixir, getting hardly any gold. You know, if you waste elixir and you get a lot of gold, like, it's worth it, but he's getting nothing here, and those Expos are just chewing him up. So this is definitely what we'd call an epic fail. So he's sitting here for about 18 seconds or so, trying to decide what to do, if there's any way to make this raid come out any way better, but there isn't. It was an epic fail, and he decides to surrender, so that's going to be it for this one. And let me get the next raid up for you in just 1 second, guys. But as you can see, 20%, hardly any loot gain lost for Joe, and hardly any loot gain for Hale, so I guess that's definitely what you call epic fail. Alright, give me just 1 second. Alright, so right here we have a replay from Dragon Warrior. He just recently joined the clan. We're glad to have him. And his attack here, or his defense rather, he's got his town hall outside. As you can see, he is farming. And they're going for the town hall snipe, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with the town hall snipe, and that's not why this video is a fail here. But, as you can see, he's going for that town hall snipe. I'll speed it up a little bit more so you can see. You know, he's looking at the base, and he's like, you know what, there is 1,730 Dark Elixir available, and that storage is pretty darn close to the edge of the wall. So I'm going to go and drop some Giants. That big bomb and a trap right there got a lot of the Giants out of the way. Quickly finished them off, and the Clan Castle troops come out. He wastes a lot of troops here trying to kill the Clan Castle troops. Drops the rest of his Giants in there, and then his King, and then drops some more archers to try to go in there. But they turn to the right, and they don't go up to that base. And I'm really not sure why they didn't even go for that elixir storage, let alone the dark elixir. So that's kind of interesting there. But just, you know, they're finicky things. The AI for those troops are just finicky, and you gotta commit to an area in order to even have a hope of going inside that base. So that's definitely a fail. He got 0 Dark Elixir, only got the Town Hall Snipe, wasted a lot of troops, barely got any Elixir to pay for it. So I definitely classify that as a fail. Alright guys, I'm going to get the next video for you in just 1 second. Okay guys, for this fail, we do have, this is actually Rochelle, our clan leader here on Killing Over. She is attacking Manuel from, actually, which is kind of funny, it's a Nova clan as well. Anyways, didn't notice that till just now, but that's kind of funny. But she is right now trying to upgrade her Archer Queen to level 5, and so as such, she's going for the Dark Elixir storage here in the middle of the base. Now, this base right here seems pretty weak. You know, should be pretty easy to get the Dark Elixir storage, but it actually ends up being an epic fail because she misses the Dark Elixir storage container. Now, I think the one thing that I would say, and we chatted about this in clan chat she posted the original replay, and she agreed with me, is that, you know, the way these troops are dropped right here, she drops most of them, and the way they cluster in, the way that wall is designed, they go in for that wall, and she waits for them to break the wall, and then she pours more troops in, throws a rage down, which is, or does the king's ability, which kind of gets those barbarians going. So that's great. But the thing, the way the base is constructed is that they're not necessarily going to go in and get that Dark Elixir storage. They're going into the top. So what I rather would have done, I'm gonna pause it for just 1 second, is attack from the bottom here and cut in, because once you break through here, next to this level 9 cannon, when you break into that, there's only one more section to go, and then you're going to go into the higher end of the base, and it's more likely, it's a better chance to get in there from that direction. As you can see earlier, it does actually happen when she drops a couple troops down there, but it would be a better chance to get down there than it would be to get over there. So she drops her Archer Queen and her Barbarian King. Barbarian King's still hacking it. Archer Queen's going, and now she drops some troops from the bottom and kind of works her way up. and I almost would have liked to see her commit to that one side, and she probably would have had it. The couple barbarians are hacking away, but they're quickly eaten up. That Barb King is taking some damage, going for that elixir, not the dark elixir, so that's not good. And the Archer Queen is sniping off that town hall, which is great for a normal raid, but you'd have liked her to see some action over there. And that's going to be pretty much it for this raid. Everything else is going to happen. She's got some of her level 6 archers going at that one wall, and if she had dropped more troops from this bottom angle, she would have been able to do it. And I missed it at the top here. I'll show you guys in just one second. I'll just do the replay again. She dropped clan castle troops, and they went completely off and did not go into the hole that they had cut out for it originally. Because you have to remember that the AI troops, I'll go ahead and speed this up now, the AI, artificial intelligence in these troops, the way they're programmed to go, is that they are, for archers and for wizards and for barbarians and for a lot of these troops, the AI is programmed to go, I'll go ahead and speed it up and just show that one spot where she drops the clan castle. It's programmed to go towards the closest troops, and it doesn't necessarily, they don't necessarily go towards the closest troops towards the town hall. There's no seeking thing on this, so you have to be very careful about where you drop troops. And see what happens here. She drops her clan castle troops so late, they have already chewed into the base so much, taken out so much inside those walls, that there really is nothing left except for going way deep and far into the base, whereas the AI can pick up over here this gold mine, the top gold mine, you know, from where she drops the clan castle. See right there, she drops the clan castle, the AI picks up that gold mine, and they go straight for it. So, as you can see, it's really critical that you drop your clan castle troops and for instance, P.E.K.K.A.s and other things like that when you're using a go wipe or something. You have to drop them early enough that there's something for them to actually attack inside the base, inside that hole, so they go in and seek out the inside of the base. Alright, so that was that epic fail. She did get some decent amount of loot, and it was a 2-star, so it wasn't completely an epic fail, but she was really going for that dark elixir storage, and it did not work out for her at all. So in that sense, it was a fail, and guys, you can learn from this the strategy of knowing how your troops are programmed and which way they're going to move, so that way it's not a lot of guesswork, and you can use have a little bit more predictability in your raids. So I guess the main thing that I would say about this raid is if she attacked from the bottom, committed that way, or committed just the one side that she was going to attack from, she probably would have got that dark elixir storage. Another thing to note is drop those clan castle troops early enough that there's something for them to target after you've breached the hull. Alright guys, that's it for this raid. I'm going to get you another one in just 1 second. Guys, here's another video. This is actually Rochelle, our clan leader's base, and she has quite a bit of dark elixir, 1,104 available to be stolen, and so we're going to watch somebody try to go after the dark elixir. She's got it pretty well protected. It's right smack dab in the middle of the base. Got an Expo and the King next to it with the clan castle troops, so we'll see what's going on here. But the first thing happens is, just like that other raid, it's a town hall snipe, so they go in for the town hall with a couple archers, but they're looking at that dark elixir, and it's a decent amount of elixir as well, so they're going to go ahead and try to pull off that archer queen if they can with those archers over there, but it's progressing pretty slow, so we're going to speed it up just a little bit. Drop some archers from the top and the sides, kind of going around, maybe thinking to get 2 stars, 50%, and then, you know, speed it up just a little more. It's happening a little slow here. Throws a couple more archers down from the top, from the side, and then she starts pouring in all those troops, wizards, witches, you know, some goblins in there too, throws in there, and then just boom, just trying to go as hard as they can for that dark elixir, but the clan castle troops are taking their time. There was a free spell down, which was not good at all, because they had just taken out that wizard tower, and it was a complete waste of that free spell, and there's a decent amount of elixir that they were able to steal, but they only got 6 dark elixir, so that was pretty bad in that sense. So, you know, if you're trying to go for dark elixir, you can't wishy-wash about it. That was the fail in this one. You know, they're sniping off with the town hall, which I like to do too. You know, if I'm going for a resource and there's a town hall outside, I'll drop 3 or 4 archers, and that'll get the town hall out pretty quickly. But, you know, if you're going to drop 3 or 4 archers there and you're going to try to spread them all around the base, and then you're going to try to make a push through the base, it doesn't work that well because you've already wasted a lot of your troops. And the way they're actually, you know, putting the troops in there, they're doing them slow, you know, one at a time. It's, you know, the streams of troops going in. I like to use 2 fingers to get the troops dropped really quickly, so that way they're able to get up on there. The only downside of dropping troops so quickly is that you are going to be susceptible to splash damage, so you have to be able to know. For instance, you know, when I'm using a BART strategy, when I put my barbs in the front, they're going to take the splash damage, but they have a little more health than archers do, per se. They're going to be able to take that damage. Okay, so here we go. We have the replay from Sasquatch or Steve, and we're going to go ahead and watch his replay right here. So Sasquatch is defending right here. The guy drops a ton of giants. Nothing wrong with getting those guys early, but look at that spell placement. Terrible. Does not get the corner of the spell, and so it takes a while for it to go. Now, they do end up getting into the rage, so it works out eventually, but, you know, those Hog Riders are missing the rage spell completely. I would have liked to pull that rage spell just a little bit out. He sees the Clan Castle troops, and you guys know that. If you don't know, you know, I'll be the first to tell you, Clan Castle troops are the death of Hog Riders, as you just saw, because they do not focus on killing off any of the troops. They're only focused on defenses. So Clan Castle troops are terrible for against giants or Hog Riders or any defense-focused thing. As you see, they're just eating the giants to pieces, and there's nothing stopping them. So if you guys are raiding with giants, you've got to make sure, or Hog Riders, or, you know, those type of defensive seeking troops. See, look at those archers are actually taking out the Clan Castle troops pretty effectively compared to the Hog Riders. So I just want to stress again and again and again that you need to make sure to get those Clan Castle troops killed. And I did post a video a couple of weeks, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, how to kill Clan Castle troops. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it, because it's really, really critical skill when you come across a base like this to draw those Clan Castle troops. Now, once you've drawn the Clan Castle troops, you know, his Clan Castle is far enough that he could have dropped one giant that from the top side, it would have gone in towards that archer tower, and it would have drawn all the Clan Castle troops, and he could have sniped the town hall up here, could have pulled those down, but instead he did the other, and he was actually able to get a little bit of these, this dark elixir, but, you know, look at that rage spell. His spell placement is not good at all. He's putting them right inside the walls, waiting for him to go in, and the thing is that rage spells do dissipate after time. So I would have liked to put that rage spell just a little bit outside. He could have gotten a lot more use out of it, and he's actually only able to get a little bit of gold. You know, overall, he did get a decent amount of gold, but I mean, it's really not worth losing 26 trophies when you've got a Town Hall snipe waiting to happen. So I think, you know, it's pretty obvious here, guys, that when you see a Town Hall out, just put 4 archers on it and then wait for it to go down a little bit. Make sure you're drawing the Clan Castle troops out, and don't ignore those Clan Castle troops while your Town Hall is waiting. So, you know, the most important thing that I've been noticing about all these raids here is that, you know, people just aren't paying attention. I mean, you have 3 minutes to raid, so use all 3 minutes of those raids. I mean, if you have to take a couple extra seconds after the 30 seconds are up to figure out which place to drop troops, that's okay. You know, but you need to have a plan. You need to make a plan. You need to figure out which way to attack from where. You need to have a goal in mind already before you get to the base. Are you going to try to go for trophies? Are you going to go try for loot? You know, what are you going to do? So once you have that plan, then you can actually execute the plan more effectively. So with that in mind, excuse me, guys, it's our clan chat going right there. But, you know, with that in mind, you know, once you have your plan, you kind of focus on which way to go. It becomes a lot easier. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this compilation. And if you have any comments, please put them in the comment section. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. And if you like the video, please hit like, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe because it helps out a lot. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Clash on.